Ooh, child, listen. Naturally, the voice within me that speaks to thee. Am I really what you want? Am I really what you want? 'Cause it's love that makes a woman.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? We're back for another episode today. Today we got the install on the 340-gallon pond. Our pond came in, and we've got all our extra supplies, our heaters, our filters, our aerators, all that good stuff. Hold on one second. We've got the heaters. I went with two 800-watt Hygers, and then power strip, head for an FX6. Let's see, ink bird, most important piece. Run your heat off properly. This is just a fancy aerator with two lines off of it. And then here's the canvas pond. I've got part of it already laid out. We're getting ready to get started here. Trying to get this thing figured out. Alright, so it looks like our first step is going to be, according to this, to lay our straps out, unroll the pond, assemble all the pipes, get the fittings on the pipes, run the side supports, build the corners, make sure you get them all in these little grooves, hold it together. Then I have to go back out and gather a few more things. I have to go get some silicone. I wasn't sure which one was fish safe to run with this. Make sure I get the drain valve nice and sealed. I've got thread. I got drain tape, but I don't trust this enough. All our parts, huge bag of fittings, bag of wrenches and fittings. Alright, I'm probably honestly just going to time-lapse most of this process because it's going to be a lot. I might stop in between to explain where I'm at, things of that sort, but you all can follow along with the time-lapse. Alright, what's up, guys? It's been like 30 or 40 minutes. This thing is a pain in the rear. These poles sliding through this front part were a nightmare. And same with the back. The sides went decently, however. Now that that's on, I gotta add these corner supports. And I gotta add these bracings in. And then continue on with adding the straps and everything of that sort. So I'll be right back as soon as I get that done. Alright guys, my first time lapse of me putting these poles in messed up, but we ran the side poles like I talked about just a second ago. Got all of these little brackets on. The nut and bolt only fit through one way. The back one's smaller for the thread of it. So that was kind of a headache. And I gotta take a break for a minute, step out to the local fish store, go ahead and get myself some bacteria starter. And when I get back, I just have to put the poles in the legs, put the support straps on the top and the bottom, and then double layer my pond liner and begin the process of getting this thing the rest of the way set up. Alright, what's up guys? We're back from the pet store. Quick little haul. We got new net, bigger net for the fish. They're growing. All my fish are around 10 inches at this point. We got two of these sponge filters here. Silicone for our drain valve. And then 2 bottles of stability. It's gonna go through this like nothing. I need to order some pond stability or something along those lines. But hold on one second. haul. That's just not even close. I've spent probably $400 today. And then, including all the stuff I ordered. I'm gonna have to make a total up for this by the time I'm done with the video. But we got some other supplies here. Some airline tubing. Aquarium salt. We gotta do a little treatment on the betta fish. It's struggling a little bit. He's looking better today, though. He was swimming lopsided the other day. We raised his temperatures and did a water change and did a fast on him, and now he's swimming straight again. But we're gonna do some aquarium salt in there for that guy. Got my dechlorinator, and that's about it. I'm about to get back started on this. Put the legs on. And get this thing ready to rock, and then I have to get on the work on the sand. Alright, before I get back to work on these ponds, let me show you what all I'm working with here. We slid the rails in on both ends, and I've got most of the clamps in place. They only fit, they thread through one way on this small piece. They slide through this front piece easily, but you have to put the back on the right place. It's just a little nut and bolt. But we gotta fit the legs on, and then get this thing standing, and start washing sand, like I said a second ago there. I'm gonna put y'all on a time lapse. Alright guys, it took a little longer than it needed to. If any of you ever go to do this, unlike me, do not take apart the, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little bolts on the corners. You could just slide it and fit it over it anyways. I disassembled them all and had to rebuild each little nut and bolt. But here we are. As you can see, it's about waist height with me. It's a lot taller than I expected. It said it was 2 foot. It looks pretty damn tall to be 2 foot. There's the drain. I got a silicone. I gotta attach these straps across the bottom, put on the side legs, and then I'll be about ready to go. After I put the pond liner in too, almost forgot to mention that part. Alright everybody, we got the legs on. You got these bottom support straps on. Everything's nice and tight. We're about to move it into the final place. I still have to run the cross straps for the top. And then put the new pond liner in it. And then we should be ready to go as soon as I can silicone that drain and let the drain dry. But while that's drying, I'm going to work on my sand. I have a lot of sand to wash for this thing. Alright guys, I got this massive thing finally finished. Side poles on, legs tight, silicone the drain. All that's left is let the silicone dry, and then we'll be able to get. Alright guys, what's up? It's been since last night. The silicone is still curing around the drain. Since last night I had another idea. I'm gonna go ahead and get a cover and go ahead and cover this in silicone around it as well, just to make sure there's nothing that gets out of that. I'm about to head back to the store. I grabbed these for my heaters to keep them off the edge of the liner and to keep the fish off of them. This is a PVC conduit box. I looked it up and it said that people have used them before. You just drill holes through it and make sure the water can give it plenty of flow. And should work out, but don't quote me on it until I have results. Alright guys, so it's been a little while, but we're back from the hardware store. I've already done a little work on this, making these guards for the heater basically. I'm going to cap off one end here, and I've drilled it out for flow all the way through. And I got to make another one. I'm going to do a time lapse on making this one here. And then after this, I still have to silicone the drain plug closed the rest of the way. And by about this weekend, it should be up and running the rest of the way. Hopefully. We'll see how everything goes. I wasn't gonna video this part, me just cleaning the little pieces of the plastic off, but the cat decided to join me, so I figured I'd get the cat. Alright guys, so I got the heater guards out there drying. I gotta put silicone on those still. I went out and found a drain plug. I'm gonna silicone a bead around this drain plug here and give that 24 hours to dry. And I'm also gonna come back out here and apply another bead of silicone to the outer drain here. And then after those cure, I'll be able to put the pond liner in it and get everything going. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to get this on video, getting the silicone on here. I'm not too sure how it's gonna go. Cool. Alright. So much better when the tube doesn't blow out on you. You can actually get a bead. Alright, I need my light on that side. Come back to this side. Oh yeah, this is way better. This stuff smells amazing, in case y'all are curious. Alright, that should do her. Should do her. Couple touch-ups. Alright. Cool. Now that's just got a cure. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to do another one around this part. If this part leaks, that's siliconed all the way up inside of there. It's about to be siliconed on the inside. I don't know. I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Safety first when it comes to mass amounts of water. You guys are lucky you can't smell this. I'm gonna be smelling this through the camera while I edit this video. I'm gonna try and get this on record, getting this inside drain plug siliconed off. It should be a lot easier than that outer one. Try and get a nice, even. Get my ring out. Oh, I don't think I'm cut out to be a pipe welder. But awesome. I'm gonna finish this off camera, but you get the point. Hey everybody, so basically where we're at is the silicone is dry, and I have to go back and wash the sand, put the pond liner in, and then after the pond liner and the sand are in, fill the tank up, and go ahead and start to transfer all the fish over. If y'all stayed and watched this whole video, I appreciate you, and come back for the next part for stocking the tank.